Okay, hello and welcome to the video. And this video is about something that happened right before Election Day. Well, actually, the original event happened on uh, Twitter about 2 weeks before Election Day, and this will show you how incompetent the Secret Service is to begin with. But the comment that I originally made on the internet happened about 2 weeks before Election Day, and I explained that Kamala Harris is and all and Hillary Clinton and all of the major, especially the women Democrat leaders, run on a policy of nothing more than abortion, which is in fact genocide and is the number one crime that the Nazis were prosecuted for and executed for during the Nuremberg trials, is infanticide. And I pointed that out on Twitter, and somebody on there reported me to the Secret Service because I accused Kamala Harris of genocide. And the next thing I know, the Secret Service shows up at my mother's house because I'm medically disabled and I actually live at home with my mother. Um, and they showed up at her house and threatened me with arrest if I ever said anything against her again, which I'm going to keep saying things against her again because she's evil. Um, but threatened me with arrest with false charges, falsely accused me of child pornography, which was totally irrelevant and had no evidence and without probable cause, had no warrant, and tried to and did force entry, not through the door, but they compelled me to bring them into the house, which apparently I had no choice. Forced me to search my computer and forced me to sign a document which I got no chance to read for myself, even though he supposedly read it to me. I wasn't allowed to call a lawyer. Um, and It was about 6 or 7 total Secret Service agents, and I think 2 Tangipahoa Parish Sheriff's Department officers showed up that day. And I can prove that they violated my First Amendment right to free speech. They violated my Second Amendment right to bear arms. They violated my Third Amendment rights. They violated my Fourth Amendment rights in searching my computer without a warrant. And they violated my Fifth Amendment rights in compelling me to testify against myself. All right. And I cannot afford a lawyer. And in fact, the dirtbag lawyers around here want a $10,000 retainer to deal with anything anyway. I already know that from other situations. And so I'm just putting this out on YouTube that, oh, yes, I said those things against Kamala Harris, and I will say them again because she is a genocidal lunatic. And the women in this country think that's the best thing since sliced bread. And thank God Almighty that she lost the election. Because I would hate to see what would happen if we ever had a woman president in the United States, especially a Democrat woman president. If you murder your own babies, what will you do to me? Torture? Harassment? False accusations? I've never committed a crime in my life except one time when I was 6 or 7 years old. I stole a 50-cent pack of balloons. My mother caught me and tanned my hide, and I brought the balloons back inside. That was at the old TGNY parking lot, in which they're out of business a long time ago. But I've never committed a crime in my life. I've never so much as stolen a penny that I know of, and I've never taken an ink pen home without returning it the next day to work. And these clowns show up at my family's property, my mother's property, and falsely threaten me with arrest with no evidence and no probable cause and no warrant. Do you know that the First Amendment actually gives you the right to say any damn thing you want to, regardless of what the Supreme Court says? Because before the Supreme Court invented the hate speech charge, they actually have the famous quote in American history, damn John Jay, and damn anyone who won't damn John Jay, and damn anyone who won't stay up all night damning John Jay. All right? And now if you say that, that's hate speech. But originally, the founding fathers wanted you to have a right to say anything because the purpose of the First and Second Amendment is actually to overthrow an evil and corrupt government, which, if you refer back to the Declaration of Independence, he made that claim that if the government ever needed to be overthrown again, that it would be a very rare thing, but that it should be done. But the First and Second Amendment actually gives you a right to bear arms against this government if it ever becomes necessary, as does the Declaration of Independence. And they violated my rights to as much as oppose abortion, is what that was about. And they didn't give me their names and badge numbers either, which, is also illegal.